Hey, what's up everybody, the Destroyer here, and welcome to another cast of patch 1.08 of Battlefield 2. So today we have a 2v2 on Udun, and that should be something. Let's get into it here. What do we got? CoLDRoN is the Man of the West in the top left, and his partner is admin-PC. Something tells me that's not his actual gamer tag name, but okay. We'll just call him admin for this cast. We have RECON, RECON, of course, this is his clan, I would imagine. I think his name is Xelenos or something. He's the Man of the West in the bottom right. And the bottom left is his partner, the RECON clan, Halet, as Goblins. So we're calling him Hal and Zel against I'm pronouncing XEL as Zel. I'm assuming that's correct. Elvenwood being used to scout, I'm assuming. And it does show for a time what the opponent is doing in this patch, I guess, which is kind of cool. I still don't know too much about 1.08. I don't play it. I just cast it a few times here and there. I do find it interesting. It is a cool patch. Probably the best one for Battlefield Earth 2. But I play Rise of the Witch King, of course, pretty much exclusively nowadays. So not really going to be switching anytime soon. Do have Goblin Warriors coming out, 75 a pop. Goblin Archers 325. Some Gondor soldiers coming to harass the base of Hal. So we'll be trying to do as much damage as possible. Chasing around these Goblin Warriors. Goblin Warriors, of course, don't have enough damage to take out these soldiers. The LOTR from the fort will help though. The cave bats being thrown down will help it as well. Although this tunnel will be taken down and more men will be streaming in. He actually just immediately destroyed his thing. Buildings actually fall faster in patch 1.08 than you'd probably be used to. 2.02 of Rise of the Witch King, building health is increased, so things feel like they go down a bit quicker. Anyway. Never mind that. We have 2 orc bits here from admin. Apologies, I don't know what your name actually is. It was on the replay website thing. I just wasn't paying attention, and I can't be bothered if your name isn't that in game for whatever reason. These Gondor archers doing a good job picking off these orcs with these soldiers, of course. You do gotta love the vibrant, weird colors that patch 1.08 has, though. I just find it interesting, personally. Definitely, everything is easy to see on the map, and that can be a problem in Rise of the Witch King, as I'm sure you're aware. Some of the colors, even the newer ones, still some of them are kind of hard to see. Personally, for me at least. Got some orcs coming down here. They should be picked off nicely by these lots of archers and soldiers there. I don't know if he needs to send his entire army. I guess he hasn't. He still has some soldiers up here. I like the changes to Udun as well. I don't know how accurate for Udun it is, per se. There are trees all over this place. It does actually even it out, though. Generally speaking, this map was kind of bad for evil teams because the lumber mills weren't very effective. That definitely fixes that, which is kind of neat. If you think of it that way, it's a pretty cool change. There's just random trees everywhere, really. Gives it a different feel, I feel. Goblin Warriors definitely don't do the amount of damage they do in 2.02, which actually is probably a good thing, as they can be a bit of a pain in the ass, but they seem to be easily taken out by these Gondor Gondor Knights. Who probably are a good choice for who's this again? CoLDRoN, or CoLDRoN, I guess is probably the proper way to pronounce that. 3 Goblin Caves here from Hal. Xelenos, or whatever his name is. Zel has a lot of guys here. Lots and lots and lots of Gondor archers. It's probably going to be pretty hard to deal with, I would imagine. Nazgul would be useful, but he did run into these pikes, taking a lot of damage. Fortunately, he will get out of there. to fight another day. He is going for a tavern. So he'll begin getting Corsairs, it looks like. Okay. Corsairs, I'm not sure how good Corsairs are in this patch. I have absolutely no idea. I don't know if I've ever seen them used. I've seen so little. I think the only other time I've even seen 1.08, besides the one time I tried it a long time ago, briefly, was the last cast I did, of course. We do have a Boromir out in the field, though. He should be pretty useful, as he always is. Although there's a goblin horde going in behind him. I don't know if he saw that, but he might want to turn around. At least the knights can deal with that, I guess. The goblins being split up, though, to do as much damage as possible. And make those poison blades. Of course, you can't poison buildings, but I guess if they turn and start striking the soldiers like they do, it will cause poison at least. And I think the Men of the West should hold easily here. CoLDRoN killing off easily all these goblins. Boromir now down here by himself, which is not ideal. But Boromir is such a boss. Look at him. He's got the splash damage as well. Hopefully his men get there in time. Does he have a heal?
We should never have come here.
Nope. But he has enough for one. Possibly he should actually... Yeah, there he goes. He's got himself a little heal. Let's see what's happening in the Mordor's base here. Xelenos is pushing forward. Admin's base here. I'm just calling him Mordor because it sounds weird calling him admin. Mordor. He's the only Mordor player, so I guess it works. Some summon hobbits being thrown in the back there. There's Men in the West, and Mordor's base is going down quickly. So this could be the end of Mordor. I think the Nazgul died. A loud screech. And yep, Mordor is definitely in trouble here. Forward siege works by the Men of the West, though. Looking to actually take out the goblins. It's a bold move. Goblin spam, unfortunately, isn't going to be much helpful here, or much help here. And it doesn't look like the Men of the West actually have enough to actually deal with the killing blow to Mordor. As you see, he has only like a couple hobbits and stuff. While Mordor's base is in tatters here, Mordor does have an army in his base. And he's pretty much doing the same thing to him. So Xelenos is going to lose his stables, possibly more, to these orcs here. And I don't know if orcs get a horde bonus or anything in this patch. No idea. Probably. They are level 5, a lot of these. This one is, at least. He's level 6. He's level 6. They can go past level 5. Weird. Well, that's an interesting change. Tom Bombadil being summoned in to help deal with this. Hopefully they at least get the stables. Will they get the stables? Oh, that is a nice save. Xelenos managing to save his stables with no health. Unfortunately, though, his teammate, the Goblin player, is not doing so well. The Men of the West are doing a great job at defending his trebuchet. Goblin King getting wrecked here by Boromir and Tom Bombadil. Actually, Boromir's over here. That's just a soldier. You should probably take care of him. Yep, there you go. Goblin King should get out of there, though. He is no match for the mighty Boromir. And unfortunately for the goblins, he's taking a lot of trebuchet damage. 2 of them out now. And even if Gondor does manage to take out Mordor, then it will be Gondor against the Men of the West against Men of the West across the map. It'd be a very awkward fight, I would imagine. Not sure how fast that would go. We'll find out if that even happens. It is possible one team will quit out when the opponent or teammate dies. It is going to take time for this Gondor player to actually kill off Mordor, as of course Mordor Fortress is just very tanky. If you got a Magma Soldier on his fortress, he would actually probably not be able to kill him. Unless he brought some siege, of course. Looks like some Wildman and Dunlin getting back there. They should take out this tower. The tower does have some archers in it. But of course the Gondor Knights doing a great job of clearing up the tower and keeping everything safe. And the fortress, of course, is gone. So goblins in a lot of trouble there. Eventually the Men of the West should be able to overpower the goblins, I would imagine. Although he's not building any troops at the moment. He's upgrading his stables to get Rohirrim. which is not a bad idea. He does need to do something quick before his teammate dies. The Tavern goes down there, so Mordor will lose that. He does have the Nazgul still, though. And to get a, what is this called? Morgul Blade off on them. And nice run through on those going to archers. Nazguls are very strong. In the majority of patches, patch 1.06 especially, they're quite strong. They seem pretty strong here as well. Although they definitely die very quickly to pikes, as I saw before. Looks like some summoned Dunedain archers. Dunedain rangers, obviously. Summoned in to help clear up the rabble in the goblin base, so the trebuchets can do the finishing blow. All he does get rid of is the fissure in the goblin cave, of course. And then the goblin player, Hal, will be defeated. And then the Men of the West player will be left alone, probably quit out of the game, I would imagine. Unless he wants to put up a fight completely to the end. He was not able to take out Mordor, as you see there. He did have to rebuild his force. Goblins coming over here. Spider pit in his teammate's base because he is out of buildings. But that does put them at a severe disadvantage. Mordor will have time to rebuild. And of course, the Men of the West are starting to build up forces, and he does have the trebuchets. And the siege works, of course, to keep making said trebuchets. But the goblins will keep losing goblin caves all around the map now. Looks like the Nazgul has been sent to help deal with things. Taking out a few goblin caves here and there. Boromir's still alive, isn't he? There he is. He is level 6, so he does have leadership, of course. 50% damage is what the leadership gives in patch 1.08 for Boromir. It is a bit different than 2.02 of Rise of the Witch King, of course, which has a generalized leadership of 33% of everything. Which is what I prefer personally, but this works too. I'm used to this from patch 1.06, so it's not that different to me. Just depends on your preferences, I suppose. But Xel is in trouble here as the Men of the West are coming to attack. I'm sure Mordor will join him shortly. Yep, here comes some Corsairs and some Easterlings on the way. He does get a nice run through with his knights, though. Let's take a look at powers real quick. CoLDRoN, the top left man, has 15 power points now. He did get Dunedain allies, though, so he's probably saving up for a 25, I would imagine. He's getting power points quite quickly. Boromir probably going to sound his horn there. Yep. Freezing these guys in place. Will make it easy for Boromir to pick off, as he does do AoE damage as well. Doesn't quite kill him in one hit, though. He get left with very little life. But he is getting power points. It's only a matter of time before Army of the Dead or Earthquake happens. I don't remember which, but he does have the trebuchets here. They're going to be a problem. Goblins, of course, don't have a fortress. Mordor does have barricade expansion, which is something. The Hobbit allies have been summoned, of course, to help deal with this. Aragorn is out on the field. There's this nice little glowy effect of his Blowmaster. A bit different than what I'm used to. Actually, I like that. I like that he's not glowing red. It makes more sense for the human teams. Some spiderlings being summoned in here. Or whatever. Not summoned in really, but rather purchased. Spider fit. And Earthquake to finish off Xel. So, the Men of the West are dead. Now the goblins are still alive somehow. Somewhere. I don't know how. There's a few lumber guys back here being killed off, but somehow the goblins are still alive. Is it because of this totem? It might be. Do totems still keep you alive in this patch? That was something I've always hated about patch 1.06. Goblin King's totem kept you in the game, which makes no sense. It's also from 1.00, obviously. It's just a stupid feature. I don't know why it would ever be a feature. Same with statues. Heroic statues should never keep you in the game. They're not production buildings. That doesn't make sense. It is possible goblins have a building somewhere, but I don't think so. Let's look around here. Yeah, I'm not seeing any goblin production buildings. Oh, okay. It isn't that. He does have a goblin cave. So as soon as that's dead, he should be out of the game? Nope. Totem's still there. But this is still here as well. So that might not be a thing in this patch. I just couldn't find his production buildings. Yep, there you go. Nice. Hal has been defeated, so the recon team has been taken out by the other team, who was a CoLDRoN and admin PC. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that cast of 1.08. These are going to be few and far between, I'd imagine. I throw them in there every now and then, just kind of like the custom maps, because I do find it interesting, and I hope you do as well. Of course, as usual, I will see you guys next time.